reacting to a bunch of edits from Twitter and YouTube. So let me give you my honest opinion and breakdown. I haven't seen this one yet. Off to a good start. Oh, you watch out. What he could improve is make the text a random rotation spin around, so you could do that in Element 3D. But this isn't terrible cinematics, this is intermediate level. The quality ruins it a lot, but alright, next edit, let's actually react to something. Sound effects are already amazing. I love this 3D cursor floating around. And it's made of glass also. Very good animations here, everything is 3D in the UI. And the motion is nice. Good color choices. What is this for even? What is he promoting? Templates? I think you would need to make it more obvious. This is an example of really good editing, really good motion design, but it's kind of overpowering the base idea of trying to sell the product and making it obvious what you're selling. Unless this is posted on the company website where they're explaining everything, but visually this is a 9 out of 10. But then if you go with the actual practicality of it, it's like a 6, 7. It kind of gets ruined by whatever the color these lines are. Why is it purple? And then also the font on this text and the fact that it's not so readable. Could be done in After Effects. Blender sounds more realistic for this. Overall, I give it like a 8 out of 10. Oh, it's so loud. The animations aren't lowest tier ever, but you can see everywhere it's the trend type. So he took this Iman Gadzhi text from back in the day. 3D animations, this is from Sketchfab. I've used this 3D model hundreds of times. This bank icon, if I would have used this for my shorts client, he would have ripped my head off or would have stopped working with me immediately. You need some sort of lines in the background, some sort of design elements to give it grounding. It feels like it's all floating. I don't even want to look at this. It's hurting my brain. Alright, moving on to this. This is like the classic hood gangster editing style. Everyone does it now. You can go on Twitter and you're gonna see this style everywhere. I call this the Sidemen style. It has its own category. A bunch of Somali dudes. No, you know, this is good for retention for kids. If you're trying to get kids to buy your merch and all this stuff, yeah, it's gonna get like hundreds of millions of views. The thing about these edits is they're very colorful, you know, a lot of explosions, a lot of trending sound effects. This is cleaner. I like that more. Wait, Moldova flag? Romania flag? But this is obviously done as like a trending edit. There's no real design skill backing this up. It doesn't come off as expensive or high class at all. And now I'm actually gonna show you an example of something which does look expensive and high class. He posted it with no music, no nothing on the back, just the edit and in 4 frames. This is something original. Where do you see this kind of stuff? It's like the cracked Asian dude on Twitter, right? This is 10 out of 10 design. If it had sound effects, I would judge it, but 10 out of 10 design, 10 out of 10 for intro, for an anime outro, the kind of stuff you save in your folder and you take elements from and you try to be like this when you're learning. So really good stuff. All right, next edit. What is this? 12 likes. We should stop CapCut editors. They shouldn't be allowed to edit, because then you get shit like this on your YouTube homepage. Okay, moving on to... What even is this? What the hell? Why does she have one leg and no face? Yeah, I can't even comment on this. This is just beyond my understanding. Shit, bot 420. I knew very well how this was gonna go. If you want to avoid your edits looking like this, click the link in the description and get Motion Ascent, where I'm going to teach you how to actually make proper designs and to not end up on a reaction video like this. Charge really high prices for your clients, $1,000, $2,000+ per video, and make consistent income. If you have some small experience with clients or some experience with After Effects, Premiere, this is for you. I've put every secret that I have in there, how to be more creative and be more like those cracked Asian dudes on Twitter and make your edits look expensive. Next edit will be... Alright, this text just doesn't look good. Do something trendy, at least if you're going for this style, and do a rotoscope. Put this text 3D behind, make these subtitles white, make them way smaller, at least put some sort of chromatic aberration, some sort of trendy effects if you're going for this style. Why would you be half cringe? The transitions are fine, but the rest feels like... Okay, that was pretty cool actually. Yeah. Alright, he's appealing to the right audience. Okay, let's move on to the next edit. He stole this girl. And they're replaying. Got it. Got it. Yeah, this style is kind of overused on TikTok. You see it everywhere. It's a good style to actually start off with, you know, to get the hold of editing. I'll learn how to use presets and spam effects and cut things up to make it entertaining. Alright, let's see the next one. He just ruined the whole video with this intro. Also, this video doesn't have any sort of post-processing. It looks quite dead, like it was just made in the software and rendered. Badass. Oh, it's a compilation. This is number 20. Thanks for letting me know, yeah. What is the saber effect and S-shake? At this point, the less effects you're using, the better it looks. Don't spam these effects unless you actually know how to use them. Otherwise, it's gonna look like that. Alright, I'm only reacting to this one and that's it. We're done with the Minecraft intros. I can't stand this shit. This is actually good. Well, you can see this is way better than the last ones. Because this has some sort of fog, like volumetric fog in it. A bit blurry. The light is hitting from a certain distance. You can see the shadows. Colors are really good in cinematic. Even the light off of this hand is hitting really well. So already a much bigger improvement. Much more pleasing to the eye. Alright, this turbulent display is too much. I can't even read the text. What are you doing? And why is the text green? The whole video is red, orange, and then you ruin it with this text. I'm so confident this is made by a preset because the guy who actually made these really nice cinematics would not use green on the text outline. Let's watch something. Alright, AI voice. Terrible, I already hate this. The crypto coins look terrible. I mean, at least you could have removed the saturation and done the highlights to be purple and white would fit the color palette. What is this green thing doing here? It's ruining the whole edit. If I hide it, I've improved the edit by 20% already. It's a good concept ruined by design principles and color palette, which you can easily fix by buying Motion Ascent, link in the description. That's a good transition. This icon is terrible. I can look up bank SVG and I'm going to find this. Why would you do this to yourself, to your clients? That's better. It's better. The phones don't feel very fluid. It's like they just came in. They feel like a bunch of rocks sitting there with no support. The idea, once again, is great, but the execution is lackluster. But this editor, you can see he tried. This is genuinely a good attempt. I kind of like this more than the other ones.
Whatever you choose.
That's good. This is a good shot. This also. It seems he started learning editing properly towards the end.
But Spare Cash isn't just autopilot.
This is good.
It's a true multi-chain wallet.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, Ethereum,
okay.
Solana, Base,
the text color is terrible.
Polygon, Hyper,
I don't know why he chose this. Could have stuck with purple.
7 chains.
Maybe that's the brand colors.
Smart routing across liquidity.
If that's the brand colors, then yeah, it's good. Terrible icon. Why would you use these icons? Look at this. It's such a good packaging. It's like putting shit inside of a Gucci box. That's how this feels. Oh, it looks like it's an Apple ad. And then you just ruin the whole edit with these shit-ass icons. Why? This is weird aligning. Why would you do this here and then you would put the other box more to the left and the other box? Why would you do this? You could just align them all to the left.
Real crypto.
Pretty good at it. I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. You can just see an edit and you can tell if it's good immediately. Like this, I can tell it's gonna be slightly above average, probably not the best. Why? Because look at these 3 icons. They feel like they're floating in space. They're not composited at all. 3 icon and background. No volumetric fog, no nothing dividing it. So loud. Ooh, this transition was, ooh, damn, what is this? And they ruined it with the phone. Look at how this phone comes in. Does it not just feel like a linear keyframe? What was that? It looks like it's hitting, like it goes up and it hits. Could have used some null objects and stack them on top of each other to make this nicer. He definitely ruined the edit with this. But the rest is quite nice. Good stuff here. This is good. It feels a little bit janky. It's not really the most polished, especially this end, like this keyframe. Yeah, he definitely needs to watch my keyframe guide. Yeah, not the best. You can see when the C there comes in, look at this, it's hitting this, nothing happens. Ruin the whole realism, and then also the keyframes aren't the most optimized. They feel kind of linear, kind of unpolished. The concept is a 9 out of 10, but the execution is more like a 7. This scene though is really good. I've seen it somewhere though, it's not original. None of this is original, but it seems like he took really good inspiration from certain things, and yeah. If this is actually done for Coinbase, then like, is Coinbase not able to find like actual high-tier motion designers? Alright, let's move on to this edit. Motion designer, but not like the others. Software as service product launch for Web3. Lots of likes. Damn, look at that intro.
This is where trades.
This guy's cracked. You can tell immediately, right? Look at the attention to detail. The horse blinks. Oh yeah, this is cracked. And you can just break down every frame. Transition is insane because horse running. This flower is probably some sort of SVG icon, but it's animated. It does not feel cheap at all because every element of it is animated. Look at these leaves. Every single icon and text comes in is animated. Look closely.
Where trades are
Everything is moving.
is earned. Where research meets conviction.
Yeah, the animations are great.
Speed meets precision.
This is good. So you can see the fluid movement of the chart, but then he added this little element of the crop. So every time it hits the edge, it goes crop, crop, crop. The duality of this makes it feel unique, original, and expensive.
Your
Right.
ultimate welcome to Trojan.
Great sound design. Yeah, I love this. Once again, using the fluid movements and the crops. He knows how to keep attention. He knows how to do a good ad. And I can tell what this is for. It's obviously for a crypto trading website, Trojan. I'll give this a 9.5 out of 10. And great compositing. If you just look through the whole video, you can see it has a consistent color palette, right? Predominantly it's dark blue, but he did it really well by contrasting it with the white, the glows and all the stuff. He really stuck into the brand and he doubled down on it. Definitely saved this edit, and yeah, I don't know why this doesn't have more views. And moving on to this. Oh, this is some crazy shit again. This reminds me of the animations I did for Wakar. But this is like ancient geometry, but heavily stylized into anime or some sort of smooth looking animations. It's not as rigid and sharp as the ones I made. Oh, what is that? Why did he ruin it? I think this might be a better designer than animator, because what the hell is this? Nah, just cut it out. Just end it here. That's why you should be skilled in both aspects. You should be a good designer and a good animator, because you're gonna end up with shit like this, where the design is literally 10 out of 10, but then the animations are lackluster. Moving on to this edit. This is good. I like that. Left, right ear. Good slowing down of the footage. Very replayable. Yeah, they did a good job. This is an example of a very cringy video, but edited well, so it's gonna get a lot of views. Post this on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever. All the Gen Z is gonna eat this up. They're gonna love it. Grown ass dude. Alright, let's see this now.
I wonder why I didn't kill you the first time.
This is interesting, right? I feel like there's some sort of idea behind it, which I don't understand. Great compositing, a lot of colors, which is not my type, not my style, but they did it well to where it's not hurting my eyes.
Trust me, Denji. You have a lot to learn. Stuff you don't know, you don't know.
I'm not gonna give any feedback, just enjoy this.
Let me show you.
Oh yeah, this guy knows it. You saw that little pause there? Look how he cut the music out. Man, this is amazing. This is like 1 in 1,000. This should be saved and broken down and take elements from this for sure. Try to inspire yourself by this, because this is inspiration core. If you're doing cinematic edits, this is the way you should be doing them, right? I'll leave this here. If you want to improve as a motion designer and a video editor, check out Motion Ascent. Once again, link in the description. You're gonna love this. I gave away all my secrets. For the past half a year, I've been working on this. It's on discount. Get it pretty cheap right now on sale. Price is gonna go up a lot. So, God bless.